Hey guys, it's me, Christy Lee. I am sitting out in the garden right now. It is 1,000,000 degrees outside. Feels that way anyway. It's actually not that hot, but the humidity is killer today. I mean, I was sweating first thing this morning. It's horrible, but we just had a rainstorm, so everything is even more humid. I came out to the garden a little bit ago to pick some jalapenos and plabanos. I can never say that right the first time. And some datils and what I think are these little cherry bombs. My brother-in-law wants to try making salsa again. So I'm happy that someone is using my harvest. Somebody's getting something out of all this hard work and money. Check out my voodoo lilies going on. I love this plant so much. It really doesn't, it doesn't do anything, doesn't feed me or anything, but it is just the coolest plant, mostly because of these stalks. And they reproduce so readily. They produce tubers underground. Actually, if I pulled these guys out, there would probably be a massive tuber in there. That's what happened the very first year. I dumped it out and realized there was like this giant potato looking thing down there. And then at the end of its life cycle, right before these start to die, it will put off little nodes or nodules, potato looking things up here in little spots around here. And you can pick those off, and all of those grow new plants as well. So I'm actually thinking about listing some of these for sale on where I sell my other plant stuff, and see if anybody would be interested, because I just think they are the coolest looking plants. They do put up a really stinky flower at the end of their life cycle, but I'm sure there's some way to prevent that. But anyway, just a cool plant. Trying to find some shade I can sit down and talk to you guys in for a minute. So this morning, my boyfriend and I, we were going to have a little adventure. Nothing too exciting. We've been talking about the idea of buying a home or land, and we have discussed several different possibilities. Buying something outright, moving it here on the property, buying a piece of land, building on that, or, doing a sort of RV living or shed to home conversion, something like that. We've talked about a few different possibilities. Neither of us have ever bought a home, so this is all very new to us, and it's very scary. And I had been getting pretty depressed here lately, thinking it was impossible. If you look at the housing market right now, it's crazy. I started to think it was never going to happen, and then I started thinking, you know what? It doesn't matter what it takes or what I've got to do, what we've got to do. We're going to make this work. We're going to make it happen. We just got to figure out exactly how and stick to it. So this morning when I woke up, I decided that we're going to go do something we've been talking about doing for a couple years now. And there is this mobile home place here, kind of close to us. And I've heard good things about this place, really good things about this place. And we took a trip up there this morning and just drove around the lot looking at the different homes, mobile homes that they had available. We just wanted to get an idea of what's out there and what it might cost. And when we were done looking around, we went up and talked to the guy, and I really liked him. The place is called Wayne Fryer McClenny, if you happen to be in the area. And Brett is the guy that we talked to. I don't like salesmen, and I don't like being pushed. I don't like pushy salesmen, especially. He was not trying to sell us anything. He literally was just answering our questions for us and giving us an idea of what our payments might look like based on the homes that we were looking at on the lot and the price ranges that we were at. I was really surprised to find out that we could have a mortgage and pay less than $1,000 a month and have something nice. Like it doesn't have to be an old rundown single wide mobile home from the 1970s. Not that I see anything wrong with that. That's one of the options that we looked into, is getting a really cheap used Sorry, my arms are getting tired. Cheap used old mobile home. Anyway, we walked away from that feeling a lot more knowledgeable and a lot more confident, and we both definitely feel like this is something that we can do. We can do this without a doubt. We can make it happen. So right now we're still trying to decide, do we want to buy a used mobile home? Do we want to buy an existing home on land? Do we want to buy land, find something, put it on there? Do we, like I said before, shed to home conversion? We're still trying to figure all that out. But I just feel so much better knowing that it's totally doable, and I don't have to be so afraid. So I feel really good about that. So the next, we've given ourselves a 2-year deadline to owning a home. So yeah, it was fun. Something that we've wanted to do for a while, just to go see what's out there. And I'm telling you, the mobile homes that are out there now are so gorgeous. I mean, we fell in love with one of them, 2 of them really, but one of them he really liked, and one of them I was in love with. And you know, it's nice to dream, and we could totally afford even those. Like, they were under $100,000 not out the door. With the taxes, the closing and everything, both of them were under $120,000 total, and the payments with insurance and all that were going to be under $1,000 a month, which is, you can't find that anywhere here. I don't know about where you guys are, but it's just not possible here. So I'm really excited, and I just kind of wanted to share that with you guys. It just caught my attention. I found some little tiny tubers from this guy when I was cleaning the pot, and I stuck them in here. So these are little tiny babies. They're so cute, and they're so easy to care for and just so beautiful, aren't they? I don't know, you guys probably think I'm weird, but that's okay. Look at my morning glories. I bought morning glory seeds, you guys, and I don't know why there's wild morning glory everywhere. There was a reason, though. There was a reason. I watched a video, and somebody was saying something about morning glories and some kind of benefits to your garden. Maybe it was a chop and drop thing. I don't remember. There was a reason they were saying to put morning glories in your garden, and now I can't even remember. But I have them going, and I need to be careful because they will take over and strangle everything. My sweet potatoes are starting to go. Like, wow, that's cool. Got one there and one there. Cucumbers, not cucumbers. Cantaloupe is putting off some new leaves. That's interesting. This cantaloupe over here is starting to vine out. I really thought these were gonna die, you guys. This little plot here, look, I know I keep going back and forth about what I believe, but I keep getting new information, and there's actually a test I could run using water or straw water to find out for sure. But anyway, this little test section of beans, some of them look better than others. Like, some of this is touching the straw, but they seem to be doing okay. The only ones that really struggled here were the ones that were like planted in the straw, but they're also growing. So the ones that aren't really touching straw are doing better. So I don't know. I should probably do the straw test and figure out, because while I knew that this straw could be contaminated and it could be hazardous to my garden, I wasn't really thinking about long term, because I just watched another video and they were talking about how this is something that stays in your soil for years. If it was bad, I wouldn't be able to plant anything here, like anything in the nightshade family, the legume family. So your tomatoes, your peppers, your beans, your okra, like all that stuff would be taken out, and it would never be right, and it could take years to fix. So probably should have done some more testing before I applied that all over my garden. But yeah, so anyway guys, quick little video. I just wanted to share that with you. It was very exciting for me, a huge relief. And while I know that 2 years is a long time and prices could go up and things could change, hopefully credit scores would be better, lower interest rates come along with that, and just all those different types of things. And if it can happen before 2 years is up, then great. Alright guys, thanks for watching and hanging out with me today, and I hope I see you again in the next one. Bye.